Hi, welcome to Free Spirit and welcome to a special spirit message. It's all about you and your own personal divine connection. This has been coming up over and over, and I've said it a lot on this channel, but this channel and these messages and these readings and everything else, it's only to give further confirmation to your own personal divine connection. In fact, a lot of the things they kept on saying, like, we have the magic, each personally have the magic. The other person that you're getting a message from is they are not the magic. You are. So if you ever resonate to, spirit readings or guidance or anything, make no mistake, it's probably your own spirit guides, your higher self that guided you to the message to bring a remembrance, to bring an exclamation mark, to bring confirmation. Everything you'll see on your journey, it's only to further trust in and further, really trust what you're personally getting. So here, spiritual growth, it's never over. And along our journey, you'll find things come on your path that you feel instinctually, or you trust your intuition and you feel guided and you follow that. And then you're met with signs, you're met with confirmation, you're met with explanation points. It could be things that you haven't even voiced to anyone else in the physical that you've experienced, or that you're getting intuitively, or even downloads or direct spirit messages. And then outside of yourself, you'll hear it from another person. You'll hear it from, something else that comes into your experience. What I always say too, and they always made me beware, especially when I was younger, when I was on the spiritual quest, I was looking a lot on the outside for my answers and for outside people. But what's extraordinary, and this is also a beware, to be a bewarance, if that's a word, but a beware, to not put other people on a pedestal. We're all on equal playing fields, so to speak. Like, don't pretty much take other people's word for it over your own experience or your own divine personal connection, meaning revering other people, sight unseen, experience unseen. You're going to be gathering your own personal evidence directly through your spiritual connection. And everything that you experience, honestly, it's so loving because it's there to show you along your journey, only to further trust and know wholeheartedly that you have personally um, love, support, guidance, protection between you and spirit. And you don't need a go-between you and spirit. So call it what you like. Like, if you have someone who's giving you spirit messages like myself, or someone else, or another channel, or a religion, or a revered person, and they're telling you all these things and you're relying on them, make no mistake, don't ever substitute or put someone in the middle, like a go-between between you and your personal divine connection, because you're going to learn along the way. You hold the magic, you hold the divine connection, you have your own personal divine connection. Everything you encounter only is strengthening that, your own personal divine connection, to which, when you're connected with, you're a divine channel, like this card, where you're cleaning out your heart. You have a pure, open heart. You're receiving your crown chakras open, your third eye's open. You're getting divine spirit messages. You're feeling your intuition. People talk about, it's very mainstream to talk about intuition, but it's definitely up a notch. All your Clair-abilities are more clear. You're not just going with your physical eyes and ears. You're going by your heart. You're going by what you're clear knowing. You're clear cognizant. You could be just knowing. And feeling guided by that. Clairaudient is when you get direct spirit messages. Very often, if you do auto writing, which I used to do all my life as a child up to now, a lot of the spirit messages are auto writing. Clairaudient, you're hearing spirit. It's not this booming voice. I have a lot of videos about that, but it's a voice, it's a download of that you haven't intentionally thought about it. It's just coming in, your receiver. And that's part of what we are. We're supposed to be clear and open because we are literally a receiver. What are we a receiver of? We're a receiver of divine ideas. We're a receiver of high frequency energy. We're a receiver of guidance. And as we're getting more open, more clear, more pure, and becoming more of this divine channel. We're being used as a bridge to bridge and ground higher love. That has always been the purpose, to ground higher love here. So that's why they keep on saying we are experiencing such enormous spiritual growth. But the whole meaning of this video is to always, always trust your own personal divine connection. Everything that you're guided to is to strengthen that, your own personal divine connection, and just be wary that you don't need a go-between for that. You do not need a middleman for that. It's great to have outside influences or outside confirmations, outside explanation points to that, because you'll feel guided to that. But say, for example, like if someone stumbles on a message and they're saying, oh my God, you are so this, you are so that, they're not more magical. You have the magic just as much. Like, you have the divine connection yourself, and that person who is ever relaying the message is only giving you an exclamation mark or a confirmation to that truth, um, to that. And somehow your higher self or your spirit guides are guiding you to that message to further amplify. Yes, you have your own divine connection. And that's why we're supposed to remain clear, we're supposed to remain connected, and know that you alone hold the magic. You know, it's very in line with an old spirit message they always gave me when I was younger, and I would just be gutted, like when you were in a relationship and it was over, and it felt like they took the magic with them. Like, you have this great love experience, they leave, and you're gutted. You feel like they took the love with them. And the truth is, you hold the magic, you hold the love. They only showed you how you could express that love, how you can experience that with another. You still hold the magic. You still hold that capacity to love. You still hold that. They didn't actually take anything at all. It still stays with you. It changed how I even viewed relationships, like when it was over. Um, so it's something along the lines of that. And so I wanted to share this message because I know personally for myself, I spent a lot of decades looking outside myself for others to provide either the steps or the anything else. But I will say, you are already on your divine steps. You are already on your divine journey. You already have your own personal divine connection. The most that other people can give you are explanation marks, confirmation, remembrance, that kind of thing. It's almost like, don't disvalue what you already have. Don't discredit what you already have. You don't have to seek outside yourself for this connection. You already have it. The most that somebody could do is give you, again, the remembrance, the confirmation. But every arrow should point back to yourself. And if they're not doing that and they're not empowering you with that, they're only disempowering you in the name of spirit. So I want to make that clear, because you could see a lot going on around in the physical where people actually take advantage of that vulnerability, that you have to seek outside, that something's missing, that you're not connected. You are always divinely connected. You have your own personal divine connection. Everything that you are surrounded by help from spirit. Your spirit guides, your higher self even plays a part in this, in guiding you to the right things at the right time that almost seem miraculous, or the magic of the person that is giving you that. But it's not. It is spirit guiding you to that through them, to remind you of your own brilliance, your own connection. You will be provided with divine wisdom, divine guidance, divine intuition, and to own that, and not and it's that. So I definitely wanted to give this quick spirit message, because I've said it in bits and pieces on my channel, but I wanted to make that as clear as possible, because this picture is each and every one of us on our own unique divine path. We all have our own personal divine connection, and it is the signs, the symbols, the messages, the confirmations, the explanation marks that we get outside of ourselves that's only supposed to bring us back to that within ourselves. And you do not need a middle person for that. So other people can definitely inspire you. They can definitely remind you, and they can give you confirmation, and that kind of thing, and definitely help you or hold your hand along the way or something like that. But make no mistake, don't give them the majesty of your majesty. That's what I want to say. And because you have your own personal divine connection, and you have this. So this picture with your heart wide open, your divine connection, trusting your guidance, the journey for the most part is really you have all these gifts. You know, a lot of people like to do labels like I'm claircognizant, I'm clairaudient, I'm clear. Well, I have to tell you, you have all of these gifts. And the more you work with them, the more you accept them, not fear them, the more you trust them, the more you practice them, the more you really just trust them, and you follow it, that you will be amazed by your innate gifts that will be amplified during this time and are supposed to be amplified at this time because it's how we're navigating, it's how we're rising up, it's how we're living more aligned to our higher selves at this time, pouring more of our higher self into everything. It's going to be the new norm. What I'm doing here, this is going to start to become actually mainstream. I think it's going to become, I know that a lot of spiritual things are mainstream, but I'm talking about really living as your higher self here, is going to be, that's what we're on the cusp of. It's that, and we're starting to do that. We're aligning more with our higher selves. We're going more by our Clair-abilities, all they are. Yes, you may have some that have more strengths in, like say you are more strong in clairaudient, or you're stronger in clear cognizant, where you just know things or you just hear things. But I'm telling you, you have a little bit of it all because you have your own personal divine connection. You have full access to divine wisdom, divine guidance, clear knowing, clear seeing, clear hearing. You can even pick up energy, feel energy at distances. I mean, this is all being amplified. Things that you've experienced, you're going to start seeing in the outside world. Now, all of a sudden, there's terms for it, there's terminology for it. You're getting, yes, you're not crazy. Yes, this exists. Yes, other people are at this place too, or anything like that. But the point of this video, too, is it all brings you back to your own personal divine connection, and go by that above all else. Like, go beyond that, and you'll find that you're going to get evidence more and more to trust that more and more, and that your outside world is only giving you more, again, like explanation marks, confirmations, remembrance of who you actually are, how magical you actually are, how you are a divine being, grounding this higher love by being so connected in this way, by remaining clear, pure, uplifting your spirit, following your heart, with your third eye wide open, your crown chakra wide open, that you're being fully illuminated, that you're working with that. That you don't have to prove that to anybody else either. Very often, this is a quiet journey. You have nothing to prove, you have nothing to show. It's not about that. It is truly a divine journey. And so I just wanted to put this on the channel again, like all in one video, that make no mistake, if you feel guided to message, reading, all of this, it's not that, oh, I'm so great or whatever. Your higher self, your spirit guides guided you to the channel. It's supposed to be confirmation, explanation point, remembrance to something for you, or just an upliftment. But you hold the magic. You have the personal divine connection, and it's just beautiful. And this is going to be like the new. This is just going to start being the new mainstream. It's just gorgeous, and so I just wanted to say that because it should only be empowering. It should only be empowering. It should only be empowering you and making you feel more confident in your own divine abilities, because we all have them. We all have them. You're a divine being, and here for a purpose and a reason, and we're all awakening to more and more of that at this time. And that's all part of this beautiful card of spiritual growth that we're all on. We're all on. All right, so take care. Bye bye.